So when we say we stand on the shoulders of giants, we can demonstrate that in a lineage, in a training lineage. And I just think it's fascinating because in the FDNY, you could train it. You'll probably be able to trace it right back to different medals that people are named after and stuff like that. So either one of you, who's your mentor? And do you know who their mentor is? I'm sure it's a great person.
Right.
Well, mine too, I know. My first captain, Danny Marshall, and I know his mentor was John O'Rourke, who was the chief of department. And my other mentor is Vinnie Dunn. And I'm not sure who his mentor is, but I know who some of them are, I think. And but Chief Dunn helped me get my first article published.
So you think about that, right? And Chief Dunn, I mean, my goodness, how many children does he have in the fire service?
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
And is still creating.
Every single member of the FDNY, every single member of the FDNY is a descendant of Vinnie Dunn just because of collapse of burning buildings.
Yeah.
Period.
Yep.
Every single one of them has read that, right?
Yep.
So when you think about that impact that you can have, and it's a real tangible way, because again, no one's ever going to say somebody that you're like, oh boy, he was your mentor. That guy didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
Well, that guy treated everybody poorly. You'd show up at work and you'd see his car was there and you'd be like, oh, it's going to be a miserable day.
Right.
Right. Those people end, that branch of the tree dies with them.
Right.
And if you have too many of those people, for however that happens, that's when your culture of your job, your DNA, that's when that changes, because we pass our DNA, our training lineage on from generation to generation in the FDNY. And that's because someone 100 years ago, 150 years ago, established a strong training lineage, a culture in the FDNY.